How can you use tarot cards in your spells? Hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, and if you want to become a witch or a Wiccan, or you just want to find out more about it, hit the subscribe button below so that you don't miss anything. This video is about using tarot in your spellcraft. If you're a person who likes a good story and you like the narrative way of working through ideas and desires, the tarot can be a great tool to use in your magic, and you can use it with candle magic, with magic involving gemstones. You can use it with petition magic. You can use it to help boost your enjoyment of doing magic with a lot of different types of magic. So what I'm going to show you today is give you a rundown of how to approach tarot magic. I'm going to give you an example of bringing in a love relationship as an example here with the tarot pack that I'm working with at the moment, which is the Greek Tarot by Juliet Sharman Burke, and how you can use your own tarot packs and choose your tarot pack that you're going to be using for magic. So let's get started. With tarot, tarot tells a story. So when you're using tarot cards in magic, you can use them to tell the story so that you can get into the flow of the energy of how you want things, of what it is that you're wanting, of course. So you don't know exactly how this person's going to come to you, and all you do know is hopefully what you want. So you still pretty much make a list of the qualities that you're looking for in that person, understanding that the qualities that you admire in another person are actually also qualities that you have in yourself that you may or may not be aware of in yourself. So looking at the light shadow, when you admire qualities in other people, they're generally a reflection of the qualities in yourself that you have, but you don't think you have, or you don't think you've got enough of. So always keeping that in mind, that you are attracting somebody who's going to complement how you feel about yourself. So if you have a lot of self-acceptance and healthy self-love, and you care about yourself and you appreciate the value of what you have and who you are, then you're more likely to attract a person who is going to be the same way back for you. So they're going to value you and they are going to treat you well. If, on the other hand, you feel that you don't deserve the best, or you don't expect the best because of your past experiences and upbringing, then often you end up in this cycle of attracting people, being attracted to people who aren't necessarily going to be the best match. So keeping that in mind, when you're writing down your list, understand that what you're looking for in this other person, you have to also be within yourself to some extent. So in order to attract love, you have to be love. So any type of love magic operates with that kind of at the base. So when you're selecting tarot cards for love magic or for any type of magic, you're wanting to have a fair understanding of the meanings of the cards, because each spread that you do, even if you might be doing a love spell, there are different cards that you could be using depending on what the outcome is that you're wanting. So you'd use different cards for marriage, you'd use perhaps different cards if you're just wanting it to be a fling, you can use different cards depending on what you want the outcome to be. So there's many different variations of the cards. So the ones that I'm showing you here aren't the only selection for you if you are wanting to do a love spell. And because the tarot covers all of the mundane aspects of life, it can help us with career, it can help us with finance, it can help us with our thinking, it can help us with our study, with relationships, with feeling good about ourselves and developing an awareness of ourselves and having a happy life. All the different combinations of these pictures can help us create whatever it is that we're wanting to create. So tarot tells a story. So when you're thinking about your spell, you want to think of the story. So in this case, with this spell, I'm starting at the star. So the star is where you have the wish, you have the desire. And in the star card, the wishes and the desires have the potential to come true. You're shining your light in the world and you're putting it out there. Okay, so it's a good place to start with a love spell because you're wanting to attract somebody to you, and you're wanting to be attracted to the right person. Okay, so understand it's not just about attracting someone to you, you also want to be attracting the right person. So it's who you're attracted to as well. So you could start with the star, for example, to tell the story of, I want to shine my light out into the world, and so that I will be noticed, because you need to be noticed. Okay, so that could be where you start. Then you might continue with the story of, you could either use the Page of Cups, or you might want to use the Queen of Cups, because Cups is to do with emotions and relationships, where you have the offer of love or the offer of romance, that offer, that initiation of something, of attraction, of love. And the Page is often the messenger, so it's the messenger of good things, and it can also be the offer of love. So that might be what you're looking. You're shining a light out into the world with the Star card, and you're putting an offer out there, and you're wanting to attract an offer back. So you get the offer, maybe you get a selection of people to choose from. So you're looking again at the Lovers card. So this is to do with love, it's also to do with choice. So you may want to be in a situation where you have choice, and you want to make the right choice. Okay, you want to make sure that even if only one person pops up out of the spell, that's the right choice. So you're wanting to make sure you make the right choice. So you could use the Lovers card there, and you want to be happy, you want to be successful, you want it all to work out beautifully in the end. So you've got the World card. So when you're actually doing, so that's selecting your story, so to speak. When you're doing your spell, it's always good to turn the cards face down, so that when you start your story, which is starting the spell, you can start at the very beginning and you focus on that card. So you turn it up and you might say something like, I am now shining my light out into the world to attract to me the perfect romantic partner, or whatever it is that you desire, or whatever it is that you want in a person. And you focus on that card, you focus on the light shining out into the world and the attracting factor. And you might only spend about a minute on that. You don't want to spend any more than about a minute on that. Then you turn up the next card, and the next card is the Page of Cups. Okay, the offer of love comes to me. The offer of love comes to me. So you see yourself seeing that offer of love, or being offered that love, having that love, that cup in your hands and being offered that. You may even want to use the Ace of Cups for that as well, particularly if you have the Rider deck, the Waite-Smith deck, where you have the hand offering the cup. There's many different cards that you can use. You focus on that for about a minute, that feeling of the offer and how exciting it is. Then you turn up the next card, which is making the choice. This is going to be the right choice for me, because you want to make sure it is the right choice. This person is going to contain all of the items that you have on your list, okay? And that's how you will make your choice. Spend about a minute on that. Turn up your last card, and this brings emotional joy and success for the both of us. So this brings emotional joy and connection and romance for the both of us, and feeling like that's already happened. So you've already need to feel, at this stage, feel like you now are the sort of person who is in the relationship of your dreams, and you're feeling what that feels like, and feeling appreciation for that. Because when we feel appreciation, we're feeling appreciation for something we already have. We don't really appreciate what we don't have. So when you're feeling appreciation, you're kind of sending that energy out that it is done. Okay, so mote it be, so be it. It is done. It has happened now is basically what it is done means. Also mote it be means. It means it's happened. So I put it in the astral. It's in the astral. All it has to do now is come into the physical. So all you have to do now is put yourself in situations where you are able to meet people and take up any opportunities that come your way to meet people and to socialize and to connect with people who you are looking at having a romantic relationship with. Because although occasionally magic might bring that right person to your doorstep, and it does happen, often You have to actually take steps and physical action to meet that person and bring that person into your life. So that is one way that you can use tarot. So remember, you've got all of the different cards, putting different stories together, different storylines together in order to tailor that spell especially for you, and enjoying the imagery of your cards. When you're picking your cards, you want to use a deck that you feel is a magical deck, a deck that you resonate with regards to the stories. So you might have more than one deck, and maybe you might even only use that deck for magic and keep it separate to the deck that you use for divination. That's up to you. If you are going to use your deck for magic, of course, or if you're using it for both divination and magic, you want to cleanse the deck every time you use it for magic, and then when you use it for divination. With spells, you can just do a one-off spell, but I find that sometimes with the tarot magic, it's often good to do the spell over consecutive days. So you might do it over a 3-day period, a 7-day period, or a 9-day or 11-day period. And of course, taking in the days of the week. If you're doing love magic, you might particularly want to work on a Friday and on a Sunday. And depending, yes, what type of magic you're doing as to when you start your magic, what time in the moon cycle you're starting. So if you're doing love magic, you're wanting to bring someone to you, you would start just after the new moon. So that would be a good time to bring that in. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends. And if you want to see other videos that aren't on YouTube, I have a Facebook page that you can go to, and I do Facebook Lives there where you can actually attend and ask me questions while I'm doing the live. If you want to, if you've been struggling, trying to get through all of the practices on your own, and you're looking for a place to start and know, okay, well, how can I navigate through all of the practices of Wicca and witchcraft? I need a roadmap. I have a 20-minute free masterclass that guides you through helping you construct your own roadmap so that you can get through all of the practices over roughly a 12-month period I give you. Because you can't learn it all at once. So if you're interested in that, take a look at that. The link to that video is in the description field below this video. So until next time, blessed be.